The Ultimate LinkedIn Sales Guide by Daniel Disney. So this is gonna be a quick book review and summary, going through the chapters so you guys can get an idea what's inside of the book and make a decision whether to read it or not, along with some of my comments and some of the big ideas that I got out of this book. So let's look at it. This is the cover, and the first big idea in this book comes in foreword. The foreword has been written by Jeb Blount, the author of Fanatical Prospecting. What it says here is that right now we need to focus on an omni-channel approach to prospecting. We're not trying to reach a specific prospect using just cold calling. We're not trying to reach them, I lost it. Using just cold emails. We want to use all communication channels available, and this way we can reach more prospects and start more conversations. Also, if we jump to chapter 1, introduction, it says here exactly the same thing. Now these are words not Jeb Blount anymore, but these are words of Daniel Disney, is that, look, there are many decision makers out there who hate cold calls. They also hate email. They also don't answer emails in reality if you send them, but they do hang out on LinkedIn. So if you reach out to them LinkedIn, there is that percentage of decision makers that will answer to you on LinkedIn. And that's the number one reason to start using LinkedIn as a part of your prospecting approach. Now let's look at the chapters here. Look at chapter 1 about LinkedIn. It's a bit of a filler, it's a bit of a fluff stuff. So what's in here? History of LinkedIn, LinkedIn versus free versus premium, pillars of LinkedIn success. The reason why I love reading these chapters is because it gives me an idea what a platform is about, what a platform is trying to achieve. So LinkedIn right now is positioning itself as a primary networking place for business professionals. And now when I understand what the platform is about, I can work together with the platform. So on a platform like this, massive spamming everyone is not going to work because the platform not going to like it and it's going to ban you. But if you become hyper personalized, very specific in your outreach, care about your prospect, reach out to specific people you can help, then platform is going to like you for that and going to reward your effort, and it's going to kick out everyone else. So understanding how the platform works and what platform is about is important, and that chapter is in here. Now let's look here at the perfect profile. The reason the chapter about perfect profile is important and crucial is because when we are sending a connection request to people, the number one reason they decide whether to connect with us or not is by looking at our profile. So if the profile looks professional, when you represent their industry, so let's say if I'm in cell biology and I reach out to someone who is in cell biology, it's very likely they're going to accept my connection request by just looking at my profile. So having good profile picture, having a good profile banner behind your picture, stating clearly what you do, how you can help them, that's a main thing about creating a great profile, and main thing about being able to send connection requests that are getting accepted. Part 3, growing your network. Where is it? Here it is, growing your network. The way we grow network on LinkedIn, we send connection requests. We send connection requests to just people who we think a good fit. We send them to people who commented on our post. We send connection requests on people who liked our post. Someone with whom we engage in some messaging. So this is how you grow your network. Again, sounds insanely trivial. There's not big thing about it. One thing I'm gonna add to this chapter, to this title of growing your network, is that growing network is this daily grind, daily activity. It's something that I do on a daily basis when I log on to LinkedIn. So every day I have half an hour dedicated for LinkedIn. I log in, I check who viewed my profile, send connection request to them if they're a good fit for me, check who commented on my posts, send connection requests to them. And then I also do my own research of companies that are good fit to work with. So like small biotech startups that want to do outbound business development. So if they're a good fit, even if they're not commented on my profiles, if I think it's time to reach out to them, then it's just a cold connection request that I send them on LinkedIn. But growing your network is a daily grind that happens on LinkedIn day in and day out. Now, chapter number 4, part number 4, messaging. Here is something that everyone gets wrong on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a social platform. You do not pitch in the first message. And this is just summary of this chapter here. If you look at it, the goal of LinkedIn message is not to pitch a product, but to start a conversation. Let's highlight it in blue, so maybe it's more contrast in this way. Again, if you do not have a good LinkedIn messaging structure, people are just gonna ignore you, they're gonna ban you, it's not gonna work. So Daniel goes here into details how to do LinkedIn messaging better. I still think his messages are kind of long. His message, he just says, hey, don't use long messages the way you email people, but try to start a conversation. But I look at his messages and I think, from my perspective, I send even shorter messages than Daniel does. But at least, but he has much better reach than me, so I'm not going to comment on that. But again, start a conversation. Don't try to pitch people in the first message or second message. Now, chapter 5, content. Content is untapped gold mine of opportunity missed by 99% of salespeople. What is content? Those are your posts, which can be a written posts, short memos, which can be articles, which can be videos. You put posts, and I think this is where Daniel is the expert, because he creates posts. If you follow him on LinkedIn, he creates posts that generate massive engagement. And my personal takeaway from this book is to focus on my posting and create more posts and create more engaging posts. Because what a post means is that people become aware of you and of your brand. When you reach out to them, they are way more likely to accept your connection request. When they've heard of you, they are more likely to do business with you. And also what posts do as well, when people comment on your posts and when they like your posts, it's very easy to reach out to those people who commented and liked on your posts, obviously if they're a good fit to work with you, and send them connection requests and set meetings with them if they saw your post and liked it or commented. Going from there to a meeting is very straightforward, easy journey. So focusing on building your LinkedIn brand by regular posting, that's what this chapter is about. And that's massive takeaway for me, is to do more posting and create better posts on LinkedIn. One thing that I do not see here, and I would love to see here, so Daniel, if you happen to watch this, when I was a sales rep, there was this, I knew that I would not be working for a particular company for more than 2 years. A year or two and I'm gonna move on. We are in sales, there is a turnover. How do you align? What I would love to know, still don't know the answer to, is how do you align your personal brand building on LinkedIn with your current company, and how do you make it, how do you structure it in such a way so you, when you move companies, you take with you your contacts and you leverage your contacts in your next company without losing your attachment to that big brand that you are representing. Because LinkedIn strategy is not about leads for today or tomorrow. It's about brand building for the next 3 to 5 years. This is how I see it. And the earliest you can utilize your brand is maybe 6 months from now, you're going to generate an inbound lead from it. So when you are a sales rep, right now I work for myself, so that problem is solved. But for all the sales reps out there, how do you guys how do you build your brand on LinkedIn without being attached to a specific company? That's a big question for me. Anyway, great book, read it. comment. Thanks for watching.